Welcome back to Bennock's Garage. Today we are renewing a video that I posted a couple years back about doing a head gasket on a Dodge Journey. This is a 2015 with a 2.4, and this one is in for another head gasket change. Not the same vehicle, but the same issue. So we're going to start out by taking off coil pads. Got to take these little red things out, push them in, yada yada yada. It's not hard. It's a very easy job to do on one of these. You have to take your fuel rail out. It's easier to take your fuel rail out. You're gonna have to take your intake off. When you take your intake off, you're gonna have 10 millimeters on a bracket down there at the bottom. You're gonna have a hole right here that has it bolted to the head. You have two on each side. So first things first is we're just gonna start deluming this thing. So the part list that you need, and then from there you just take your T30, start taking out your coil packs. You can leave the spark plugs in for now until you get it to the machine shop. You have to take a head to machine shop. I know some people just say, "Oh, just take it up, put a new head gasket down." No, that's not how we do it here. It's gonna get done. It's gonna get done right. So take out the coil packs. If you leave the spark plugs in for now, and once you take your head off, you can do your water test in it to see if it's holding fluid. If it's holding fluid, that means there's no air escaping. And this one we suspect has a cracked head gasket from the exhaust to the coolant, because we detect hydrocarbons in the exhaust. Yeah, it's not too bad. I've seen it before.
The fuel line.
Yeah. Vacuum hose here. And then 8 millimeter to take off your valve cover itself. And this engine was just replaced with an LKQ engine. Not by our shop, but LKQ actually warrantied out the issue, gave the customer back his money, minus labor. Like I said, the shop kept the labor. And the gentleman drove this car many hours to come to this shop. And if he's watching, hi, how you doing? Thank you, Frank, for bringing your car over. Well, that is a extremely clean interior. Looks like it has a new valve cover gasket on it. It was seated properly. I gotta say, the motor itself is in extremely nice condition. Can't fault them for that. That's definitely a low mile motor.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you take the fuel rail off, you're gonna notice the upper intake bolts. You have to take this off. There's a bolt over here, or a nut over here, a nut over on that side, and a bolt dead middle. And then down on the throttle body down there, you have two 10mm bolts holding on a bracket. But this tube right here has to come off first. So what he's doing is getting to the clamp, the flathead screwdriver, to loosening up the clamp to take off the top hose.
It might be getting ready to get hit.
Well, it's supposed to be thundering lightning the next 3 days. Brand new, so they did it justice when they did it. They did it right so far. I don't see anything out of the norm that they did wrong.
So you gotta take these two right here out, right?
Yeah, so there's two screws on a bracket
Right there.
at the very top and one on the bottom side of it. You gotta take them two bolts out, and that releases the bracket, and then we can work on getting the upper intake off. You don't have to take off the fuel rail. For me, it was easier. All you gotta do is pull these little brackets up, put them little red tabs up and push them in.
Snap back here.
Yep, so we should have the top ones. You pretty much have to take this off to
The
see.
fuel rail.
Yeah, but the bottom ones you have, like I said, the dead middle one, and then a nut on each side. But the nut is behind this. Can you get to it with it on? Probably. Is it a pain in the butt? Absolutely.
It's right there.
Yep. All this stuff's gonna have to be deloomed anyways. The fuel rail itself is held on very easily.
And
But
then
that one right there, and that one right there, and then all it is, you push these two little tabs in, and it releases it from the fuel rail itself. We're gonna have a little bit of gas come out of it, but it is what it is. That's all it was. A little dab will do you. What is that, about a 15? 13 maybe?
14, 13, somewhere around in there. Fuck this. Come on, unlock.
What sensor are you working on?
One of the cams.
That'll be a cam sensor, yep. You have a cam sensor back here also, and that'll be your coolant temp sensor here. So you got one here. Alright, there we go. What is it, 13?
Yep.
Alright, so two 13 millimeters that take off your fuel rail. Okay. And there it is.
Black.
They are a little black.
Yeah.
I've seen better, but it is what it is. Alright, now that that's off, you can really see everything else you get to. And it looks like, take your dipstick tube out, and yeah, you can get through it that way. Alright, here it is, day 2 on this one, and we're still trying to get the intake off. Which is what, a 13?
Yep.
Right dead middle. You might need a shorter extension. Did you forget to unplug the throttle body?
Yep.
Hold on, hold on. Right on the vert. There we go. Here on my side. One more plug in. All right. I did notice that we have coolant on the floor today. Didn't have coolant on the floor the other day. So something is leaking. Alright, so what we thought was coolant on the floor is actually oil. And he's looking down around back and you feeling gooey stuff? So it might be from when we took the valve cover off, but that's a large amount of oil for it to be something that small. I'm not sure yet. That's something we're definitely going to have to investigate. The cylinder head exhaust ports are actually that's
Intake.
That's intake. The intake looks pretty nice. I don't really see anything issues there.
No.
So now I guess we can start taking off timing chain cover. Start getting it in time, even though it doesn't have to be in time. I'm gonna start getting it in time so we can start taking the chain off, the cams out. We still got to take the water pump off and the exhaust off. Well, looking here, I can see the thermostat housing, thermostat, all that stuff. That is all factory LKQ. If they said they put a thermostat in that, they lied. This whole thing is this right here. Come on. Yeah. This whole housing is the thermostat. So the likelihood of them just putting in just that piece is, I'm going to say, unusual. Most places don't even sell this piece. You have to buy the entire housing. And that's what I did. I ended up buying the entire housing. So, if that's the case, they did not replace the thermostat. We'll take it off, we'll take a look. But from the looks of it here, they didn't do it. Alright, so there we go. Factory Chrysler item. And the second one. Yep, there we go. Factory Chrysler items. So these are factory thermostats. This is the one that goes on the block itself. This one that stays inside the housing. This is the one that took a whole lot more heat than 180 to open. This one opened just fine. That one did not. It's draining out every orifice.
I fucking took it.
Put the whole damn thing in a bucket down below.
Don't piss on me, man.
Oh, it's going to. There you go. It's a 13 mil there. You should have a grounding strap on it also.
Yeah. Just pop that loose.
Yep. Alright, one motor mount completely off. Now the time to take off the timing chain cover. So do you need a shallow instead of a deep?
It might.
Well, there's plenty of sockets in there,
Oh
I
yeah,
guarantee
no
you.
doubt.
I got enough sockets to have 5, 6 people working at one time.
What's the most you ever had working with you, bro?
8.
That's a lot. That's a lot of damn people.
That's a lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah.
So take your belt off. It's a 16 millimeter. You can have 3 pulleys right on top of each other. It's the middle one is your tensioner. Just push that backwards towards this way, and your belt will come right off. All 3 of them pulleys have to come off anyways in order to get your timing cover off. So it's just a process getting anything and everything off in order to get the timing cover off. Central Machine or Performance Machine is only open 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're closed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Great hours. But that is the, oh yeah, I can hear it. That's the place we take the heads to, and they usually have it done within 2 days, sometimes 3. They shave it, pressure test it, do everything else.
There's the veins.
Alright. Advanced Auto Parts is here for parts delivery.
And the carry's already loose.
Which one is that?
Maybe. It might be.
Is that a timing cover bolt?
Oh, never mind, wrong bolt. That was a 12. I need this one.
Okay.
It was a 12. I thought it was loose.
Gotcha.
Movement.
And there's the lower half of the... Alrighty, nice. So, as he's working, trying to get everything off, the drain plug for the radiator is in the front driver's side. And I got a call coming in.
I just went ahead and pulled all the timing cover bolts out. There were 10s, and there's some 10s and some 12s.
Okay. Did you have to take the AC pump off?
Just the one bolt,
Just one bolt, okay.
because it's got the one bolt that goes into a bracket that bolts to the oil
Okay.
tank.
So
Still
we
gotta
are
pop
ready
it
to
off.
take the timing cover off then?
Still got to pop that off and pop the crank pulley.
Okay, crank pulley.
Yep.
What size is that? I believe it is a 22. Now, once we take the timing chain out, we got to take the caps off the valves. We got to take the caps off the cams, and then take the tappets off of the valves itself. We got to keep all that in order and in line. And then the dreaded head bolts. These things, I don't know what it is about them, but the head bolts on these things are so friggin' tight. My 1-inch gun has trouble loosening them up. Last video we did, I think we used like a 10-foot leverage bar to crack these things loose. They were an absolute nightmare. Alright, he's going to go ahead and use the gun now and take off the bottom pulley. And the pulley's off. So now we can take off the timing cover and then get everything back in time. Oh, the water pump is new at least.
Yeah.
I can see that from out here.
Look at that.
Oh, we got oil, so we have a
Front
main seal leak. So that's not good. Yuck. Yeah, everything's covered in oil, so definitely had a front main seal leak. We think the cover's been off before. Actually, I can tell the cover's been off before. Here we go.
It's silicone.
I wouldn't pry on the back one because that has the
Yeah.
the
That's
phaser.
why I'm doing down
Yep.
here.
Here we go. Someone used a whole lot of silicone on this thing, and they used the red instead of the black.
And it stuck really good.
And there's the LKQ token right there, so you can tell it was a LKQ. we go.
There goes some oil. Shit. Look at some oil on the floor.
Oh shit, that's a lot of oil. Hold on. Alright, so now we're going to start pulling caps off. And what I do is I typically just get a box. Ah, damn it. I get a box, exhaust, intake, lay it sideways, and I start putting everything we have inside of it. Cams are separate. You can't mix up the cams. They're pretty distinguishable. The exhaust has a wire on it. The intake does not. That's fine. Think someone might have a little over torque down?
Yeah, maybe just a little.
Can you grab a different extension or jump it off real quick? Over forward, I wanted to show you that filter.
Go ahead and break the exhaust one side. This on your front, yep. So when you tighten down, you work from your inside out. When you loosen up, you work from your outsides in. Outsides in. Never mind, keep going. Alright. And grab some rags. We're going to clean off the little tappet covers. And then grab a marker also. So basically what you're going to do, you're going to wipe off each one. And then with a marker. Oh, you got one? Oh, crap. Bust my ass.
How nasty are.
you're gonna write I1 on it. So I1, and then we go to that and go right there, I1. Yes, sir.
Is the parts for this Ford going to be in today?
Yes. You had to go grab it from.
Could
Yes.
I move that turd over here?
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to anyway.
Yep.
You air up your tires.
Okay.
So I2. So we are double making sure that each one is properly aligned. So if you look on the inside, each one has a separate number. This one,
3.300.
yeah, this one says 3.225. So
3.30.
each one has a different height. So you have to keep them on the exact same one.
255.
Yeah. Not only do we keep them lined up, but we also mark them in case the box gets knocked over.
This one's back down to 3.3. .3.
Every time you say that, it screws him up counting.
Yeah.
6. This is gonna be 7. You get that many fingers? You need to start counting on toes
take my
yet?
toes off. Take my shoes off.
Take your toes off?
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
Is that on the video?
Yes, it is. Now we're doing E1, E2, E3, E4, doing all my E's instead of the I's. Sounds like a lawnmower.
Don't seem like it's got a whole lot of power.
You can't park there! Gotta have at least 50 horsepower to park there.
It's got 51.
Yeah.
That motor actually produces 86 to 92 horsepower.
86, huh?
86 with the DPFI and 92 with bulky 40 jet.
E-chicks.
Alright, so we got the exhaust undone, and we're going to take off the head bolts now, and they have to come off in a cross pattern, starting from the outside, working your way in. So, half a turn each one, so go ahead. I told you, these are, we ended up using the 1 inch, not 1 inch, half inch. Break the tip. Okay. Now, be that back corner.
That one's loose.
Yes, sir.
Do you have 2-inch piping? Or any straight piping?
2 inch. somewhere down on the floor. I just saw. Hold on a second. Back to this.
I had to pull.
Okay. The bearing.
Yep.
Okay. Remember which way it went on? Came off?
Just like that.
Okay.
Just like that. Right
Make
there.
sure the holes line up.
Yep.
Okay.
This piece?
That's fine.
Playing the pipe.
$5 a foot. Or is that an inch? $5 an inch? Yeah. Come on, you can do it. Oh, that's a quarter turn, ironically. All right, next, come back over here and do this one. Oh crap! That looked like it broke it.
Yep. No.
It didn't break?
No.
Okay, well.
Boat's doing that.
Okay. I don't know if it loosened up at all.
Oh. Doesn't like the ratchet to crack.
Well, the ratchets are under warranty. I don't care about them. There we go. All right, now next one.
This one?
Technically it would be this one. Okay, now. Yep.
Why are they coming loose all of a sudden?
Then you're getting in. You're getting into the center.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
This one?
Yep. Now the last one. Okay. Now we start back at the ends again.
This one?
You already broke them loose, so you don't have to be in any kind of sequence now. That's just to getting them.
Why
Yeah.
do I back them out?
Okay, next one.
This one?
Yep. Once you get them all finger loose, we can just use the gun and. Nope. Yeah, that one. I was afraid of that. Okay. Yeah.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
And that one?
Mm-hmm.
Or that one?
So, surprisingly, these weren't as bad as the last two we did.
Let's start that over here.
I do smell fresh gasoline, though. You smell it?
Mm-hmm. That one's loose.
Alright, now you can just use your zip gun
That
and.
one's loose. Watch the dipsticks. Enough power. Start anyway.
Yeah. think it's raining again.
Is it?
Yeah, it's raining. Yeah, some long friggin' bolts, ain't they? Look at that thing. Yeah. Some long friggin' bolts. All right. Now for the fun part. We gotta take all this stuff off right here. All that has to come off. Your little thing here. Once the head comes off, we gotta take all the sensors out. The this off. Anything that's gonna impede the. Here we go. This has to come off first because this is bolted to the bottom half, the heat shield.
Oh, is it bolted?
Yep.
Where did it go?
So yeah, we have a little bit of movement here. Not too bad, but that one back there, look at that. And it's bolted in. So I think I'm gonna replace the cam sensors just to be on the safe side. Now, we should just be able to pull the head straight up. I'm not saying we are, I'm saying we should. And there it is. And we're gonna turn it upside down. Oh, you're leaking all over yourself. Yeah, just turn it over here, turn it upside down on the pan. Actually, it's pretty darn clean.
Yeah.
Surprisingly clean. Okay. I don't really see anything that jumps out at me. Alright, let's take off the head gasket and see what's going on there. No, I don't see any blowout either.
No. I'm wondering if it's just low on fluid.
No, it definitely wasn't low on fluid. Because we got hydrocarbons in the you don't get hydrocarbons in your radiator without having a cracked head gasket. Okay, well, now we
There's any that much antifreeze in it.
let's clean it up, get it ready to take the head to the machine shop and get it machined. Whoop. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Factory Chrysler item. And the second one. Yep, there we go. Factory Chrysler item. So these are factory thermostats. This is the one that goes on the block itself. This one that stays inside the housing. This is the one that took a whole lot more heat than 180 to open. This one opened just fine. That one did not.